1. 0-0. He lost it again. Yeah, but dude, this thing was giving me weird issues earlier. You got, you can see my camera, but I can't see the monitor.
Those are our black.
My mom was doing that weird
Sam? Sam. Sam.
Attention, cheerleaders. Introductions will take place in just a couple minutes. Again, cheerleader introductions on field in just a few minutes.
try it? Can you try it, Jeremy? Yeah, it's working.
It feels really loose. Yeah. Are you?
Better?
Okay.
How does that look? Does it look yellow to you?
This time we welcome to the field your 2025-26 Shadow Creek High School Varsity Cheerleaders.
What?
This time we want to recognize this year's squad. Freshman Leah Gisa. Sophomore Journey Carter.
Alvin white balance dead.
Sophomore and Cheerleader of the Week, Kristen Edwards. Sophomore Chloe Taylor. Junior All-American Kennedy Allen. Junior All-American Lacey Gisa. Junior Madeline Hughes. Junior two-time All-American Justice Kendrick. Junior Trinity Regelli. Senior four-time All-American Keegan Cole. Senior Taylor Kendall. Senior two-time All-American Demaya Lewis. Senior All-American Ariana McAllister. Senior All-American Alana Noel. Senior two-time All-American Layla Singleton. Senior Jocelyn Smith. And lastly, senior two-time All-American and two-time Best Mascot of the Year. Give it up for Finn the Shark. Shadow Creek Varsity Cheerleaders are under the direction of head cheer coach Faith Lyons, assisted by Brandy Nickerson. Let's give it up once again for your 2025-26 Shadow Creek High Varsity Cheerleaders. And now across the way, welcome to the field, the Summer Creek Varsity Cheerleaders. Here are your sophomores: Jasmine Boston, Jenna Campbell, Kirsten Clark, Lauren Martin, Kylie Matthews, Braylee Milburn, Sarah Morris, Brianna Roel, Ryan Schneider, Madison Solis, and Ellie Stanley. And now for the juniors, Caden Addison, Delilah Amescua, Kadia Bonner, Helena Serpas, Samantha Diaz, McKaylin Holmes, Bailey LaCour, and Lauren Maddox. And now for your seniors, All-American Kaylee Atalco, All-American Madison Oster, All-American Raheem Ayodel, Brian George, All-American Jaden Gibson, All-American Sakaya Harrison, All-American Binti Jatanda, All-American Kelsey Luke, Elise Martin, All-American Kinsley Mullahan, All-American Senior Captain is Amir Palmer, All-American Kylie Powell, and All-American Avery Walker. One more time, put your hands together for the 2025-26 Summer Creek Varsity Cheerleaders. Members tonight taking part in the Good Sportsmanship Exchange from Shadow Creek are Student Council members Shashi Bui, Minty Pam, Giselle Mitchell, and Similar Jacob. From Summer Creek, Maddie Austin, Amir Palmer, Rebecca Tretsky, and Courtney Thibodeau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the video board. And it is time for a special message from our superintendent, Dr. Carol Nelson.
Hello, I'm Carol Nelson, proud superintendent of Alvin ISD. Welcome to Freedom Field. For 100 years, Alvin ISD has built champions on the field, in the classroom, and in life. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we remember the true victory lies not just in the score, but in how we play the game. Every contest is more than a competition. It's a classroom, a place to learn resilience, respect, and responsibility. Let's honor our legacy with integrity, compete with heart, and always remember sportsmanship is the mark of a true champion. Thank you for coming this evening to support our students, and may you have safe travels headed home. Here's to 100 years and the next 100 to come.
For tonight's matchup between the Shadow Creek High School and Summer Creek High School, the game will be conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask as a spectator you consider the time and effort of each of these teams, coaches, and athletes. Cheer them, applaud them, but do not through any of your actions cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your behavior, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and their school. We ask that you also show your appreciation for all students taking part indirectly in tonight's game, including the cheerleaders, the bands, the drill teams, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. Tonight's officials have been agreed upon by representatives from each school. Without their refined skill and understanding of the game of football, tonight's game would not be possible. On behalf of all of us here at Alvin Independent School District, we hope you enjoy tonight's game. This time we ask you to please rise and join with the Summer Creek Marching Band for the playing of the Summer Creek High School Song. And now rise and join your Shadow Creek Marching Band for the playing of the Shadow Creek High School Song. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a first responder, a former active member of our nation's armed forces, will you please rise so your service and sacrifice can be truly honored? This time, football fans, please join me and give them a hearty round of applause to show our gratitude and appreciation for all of the servant leaders who give so much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. As we gather for tonight's game, let us remember that we coach, play, support, and officiate the Texas way. This means we have respect for others, a control of self, and a spirit of competition. Tonight, we play with pride, honor, and the Texas way. Take a look at the video board for a special message.
Hey Mom, hey Dad.
Hey Mom, hey Dad.
Hey Mom and Dad.
What's up, Shark fans? Get them up, get them going. Hands up, Creek.
Hey Grandma.
Hey Aunt Sammy.
Hey sis.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. Hey Mom and Dad.
Hey, it's important, so listen up. I made a commitment to play the Texas way, so it's important to play with respect for others.
I will not let my opponent become my enemy. I will not cheat or cut corners.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with the control of self.
I will slow my anger down. I will act based on my standards.
I made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with a spirit of competition. I will prepare myself inside and out. I will bounce back when I get knocked down. And I will compete with a passion to be my absolute best.
So my question for you is this: will you commit to support me the Texas way?
It means having my back. It means cheering loudly, but it doesn't mean putting other people down. It doesn't mean yelling at the ref, and it doesn't mean letting my passion become a distraction.
You say it, Coach says it too. My actions are about more than just me. It's about representing the name on the front of the jersey and the name on the back.
It's about more than the scoreboard. It's about using sports to become all that I can become, and having fun while I'm doing it.
I couldn't do it without you, and I wouldn't want to. I made a commitment to the Texas way. Will you make it with me?
Fans, welcome to the field across the way, the Summer Creek Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise as we observe a moment of silence to focus on the spirit of tonight's competition. This time, let us all remember and acknowledge the prevailing sense of fair play, along with the safety of all players, coaches, parents, officials, and spectators involved here tonight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain standing and remove your hats and direct your attention to Freedom Field's north end zone. The Alvin High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve, ROTC, will be presenting our nation's colors. Our national anthem will be performed tonight by the Shadow Creek High School Varsity Choirs under the direction of Danny Schwendak, Jennifer Gallagher, and Frankie Espinoza.
Here with Mr. Carl Thies. Carl, how excited are you that high school football is back?
Oh, very excited. We won't count all the years I've been doing this, but I'm very excited. Thanks for asking.
It's great to be back here working with Alvin ISD, a beautiful, beautiful stadium, and the Battle of the Creeks about to get underway. These are two teams that have very similar logos.
We will, it look like both Southern Cal. We'll just say Summer and Shadow because both of them are creeks.
They're walking out to do the coin toss. Got a little bit of information, not a whole lot of time to cram it in there, but this Summer Creek team, they start the season against Shadow Creek again. Last year, Summer Creek won that opening matchup 42-0. And Summer Creek, they eventually fell to the state champion again in back-to-back years after they fell in the state championship game to DeSoto 74-14 the year prior. Last year they lost to Vandegrift, who won it all in the semifinals.
Shadow
For me,
Creek
Mr. Carl, the biggest question for Summer Creek, how is Flower Mound transfer Noah Spinks going to do replacing Blake Thomas, who was a superstar?
There's no question. It's he's the trigger man, and
Summer Creek
they really love that kid. It's really good. He's showing up, at a good time, and got a lot of good wide receivers around him.
Shadow Creek, talking about wide receivers, they got a player by the name of Chris Stewart committed to the University of Texas. His coach, head coach Tyrone Green, said he's one of the best receivers in the state, if not the best, so that's a big name to watch. Look out for Chris Stewart, number 2 for Shadow Creek, as they are going to come out and kick it away to Summer Creek. Summer Creek will have number 3, Jamaica Jones, and number 15, Trenton Thomas, back to return. Kicking off for Shadow Creek is number 82, Nick Sines.
Shadow Creek in black, offset with blue. Summer Creek in their visiting whites, white pants, white tops, maroon helmet, maroon number.
Ball on the near side of the 40, and Sines will kick it high. It's going to bounce at the 30 and immediately cut down is the return man, Benny Easter, one of their best receivers. He was one of the upper return guys, and he got cut down right away. Looks like that was Langston Taylor.
Easter's one of those, he's very electric. Great. As Evan said, Summer Creek's got a lot of weapons. Benny Easter's, in fact, one of those weapons. They'll start their own 27-yard line.
Noah Spinks out there. First official snap for Summer Creek coming up here. Motion a man over to the right side. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, running back on his right hip, and he will hand it off. Going up the middle, and a couple of guys bring him down after a gain of 2. At the 29, the running back there was Braylon Causey. 2nd down and 8. Two receivers right, 1 tight end on the right side here. Spinks fakes the snap a couple of times. Now will walk up to the line and look to his sideline. Causey goes to the other hip. Now low snap, hand off to Causey again. Causey makes a man miss and is tackled at the 36.
Going to be short of the first down by about a yard.
3rd and 1 from the 36, need to get to the 37. Causey with 2 carries and 9 yards already. That's easy math. I can do it without any paper.
Up front for Summer Creek, Ashton Williams, Zenon, O'Gira, and Barry.
False start all day. Now Spinks has to roll out, just throws it up incomplete, but it's going to be a false start. That was Causey who kind of fell forward.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Moves the ball back 5 yards. First penalty, 3rd and 6. They'll scrimmage from their own 31.
Causey was ready for the snap. Everybody else seemed to hold their pose, and he just kind of started to fall forward. And now 3rd and 1 goes to 3rd and 6. As you said, a little bit more difficult 3rd down.
Up front for Shadow Creek, Harris, Scott, Warner, linebackers, Hebert, Bell, and Baker.
It's like Keyshawn Jackson is on the right hip, if I'm not mistaken, as they motion a man over. Jamaica Jones. Shotgun snap, looking to pass Spinks. Spinks roaming, and he's going to go down.
Spinks couldn't get skinny enough on that one. Great pressure by Shadow Creek. First sack of the contest.
A flag comes flying in now. Looked like Carter Stewart and Jerome Bell had got in there.
Loses 4 before the penalty.
See what this is. I'm thinking unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like Summer Creek staying out there, so my guess is it's on the D line of Shadow Creek. We'll see.
After the play, we had offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct on number 2 on the offense, number 90 on the defense. Those will all set. 4th down.
4th down, so he's going to lose back to the 27. 4-yard loss, 4th and 10 for Summer Creek.
I heard Tyson Joyner, the senior linebacker, or was it Jamaica Jones? I think he had the numbers reversed there. Maybe it was Jamaica Jones.
Matthew Miller in punt formation for Summer Creek.
Chris Stewart back to return. He's got his feet at the 36. Punt is away. And Stewart will field it at the 39, rolling left. And he's got some room in front of him. He's got some blocks, and he is G-O-N-E gone! Chris Stewart!
61 to the house for Stewart. Takes the ball at his own 39-yard line, picked up 2 blocks, and then just clear sailing to the end zone. He's running to the north end zone to the scoreboard and just saw nothing but green grass in front of him.
Shadow Creek did not score last year in the opener against Summer Creek, and Chris Stewart
made sure that didn't happen again this year.
Electricity. Coach Screen said he is the best receiver in the state, and he is a fantastic special teamer. It's 6-0, and here are signs to try to make it 7. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-zip, Shadow Creek with 9:42 to go in the first quarter. Chris Stewart with the big punt return touchdown. It's 7-0 Shadow Creek.
61 yards. And maybe some Longhorns are smiling before the big game in Columbus, Ohio.
They should be. Stewart is electric. Signs will kick it off for a second time here. Last time was a short kick to Easter, one of the upper returners around the 30. We'll see if he does the same again here. Kick is away. Similar location right to Easter. Easter fields it at the 27, going up the middle, and he's got room to run. One man to make miss, and Easter is G-O-N-E gone. Back-to-back touchdowns on a special teams play.
73 yards back to the house. Take that.
What is going on at Freedom Field? A flag looked like it flew after the touchdown, and we'll see if the touchdown stands. I'm assuming it will, probably unsportsmanlike conduct. It looks like it's 7-6 right now. That's Benny Easter.
And who do we talk about in the pregame? He's one of the three great receivers that Shadow Creek, and he's also a good returning guy.
I thought with the numbers he had last year and how electric he is, they kicked it back to him back-to-back times. I thought it was only a matter of time before he made him pay. And
it's poison. It's poison when you kick it.
Pretty quick.
Two outstanding athletes make back-to-back touchdowns. Punt return, 61-yard punt return, and then Easter with a 73-yard kickoff return.
Still waiting to hear about that flag. My guess, like I said, is unsportsmanlike conduct, but they're lining up to kick the extra point.
They'll penalize them on the kickoff. And that's going to be the option of it.
Yeah, they're moving them back. Carl, I thought we were doing high school football today. I think this is a track meet so far.
That's the Region 3 track meet at Freedom Field.
Oh, man. They've moved it back for the extra point to the 21. And now it looks like there's some confusion. We'll see. Look like head coach for some.
They're in return.
Okay, so they had a penalty.
Unsportsmanlike act, taunting, 15 on the return team. First down and 10.
So it's a spot foul. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So the foul occurred at the 6. They're going to move the ball back to the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Wipes away the touchdown. Wow.
They wipe out the touchdown.
That could be huge. That is a big penalty by Adrian Lozano. So it's 7-0.
Scrimmaging at the 21-yard line.
Spinks in the shotgun, the left-handed quarterback. Oh, and it hits him in the face, and it looks like Shadow Creek has it. That would be unbelievable. The snap hit Spinks in the face as he looked away, and I don't know if they're going to... So Summer Creek fell on that. That would have been one of the worst penalties ever by Lozano if Shadow Creek would have got that ball there. And now it's 2nd and 13 from the 24.
Loses 3.
Handoff to Johnson, or Jackson rather, Keyshawn Jackson, number 25. The big heavy back runs up to the 16, a gain of 8, and it is 3rd and 5. In the red zone are the Bulldogs, holding them to a field goal or no points would be huge here after that penalty from Lozano. Spinks in the shotgun, gets the snap, looking to pass. Now looking left side, nowhere really to go with it. Now rolls back right, throws it up, and in and out of the hands of Jamaica Jones. Jones was open, had his man beat, but couldn't make the catch. And now it is 4th and 5. And with a stop here, Shadow Creek could get off the field on defense without allowing any points. They're going to come out with trips to the left, one to the right, and Jackson on the right hip of Spinks. Shotgun snap, looking left side, quick throw, incomplete! And Shadow Creek is going to get off the field after a kickoff return touchdown was wiped away by a taunting penalty on number 50, Adrian Lozano. What a mistake. That went from bad to worse. Nearly a fumble on the first play after the penalty, and then they lose it on downs.
8:20 left in the first quarter. Our score still Shadow Creek 7, Summer Creek nothing. Shadow Creek about to take their first snap from center. Their first possession of 61-yard punt return by Chris Stewart.
First time seeing this Shadow Creek offense, as you mentioned. And Tavis Coleman is the starting quarterback after Stewart and Mays have graduated. Coleman hands off, and a little hole there. Nice big hole on the right side, and pushed out of bounds at about the 35. Nice run by Tristan Willis. A big gain of 29.
First down.
Or 19, rather, for Tristan Willis. Shadow Creek looks pretty good compared to how they started the season last year. And their only regular season loss to Summer Creek, as we mentioned, they fell 42-0 in Humble.
Got behind quick and stayed behind.
A team with a lot of athletes who can really run, and using that so far. Coleman in the shotgun with 2 receivers on each side. He throws a little screen there and overthrows his receiver, Eno Beauchamp. Neither quarterback has been really in sync so far. Missing a screen pass there. Spinks has had a couple of open receivers he didn't hit. 2nd and 10, ball spotted on that far hash. Same formation here for Coleman and the offense. This time he throws a screen and it's blown up, but a couple of yards gained there. I believe that was Stewart who made that catch.
Stewart on the catch. Going to pick up 7, 3rd and 3.
Very quick throw for Coleman, and Stewart just kind of muscled ahead for a couple of extra yards. 3rd and 3 from the 42. 3 yards away from a first down, 8 away from midfield. Motion a man across, and it's going to be a handoff to Willis. Willis tackled around the ankles for a loss. Nice tackle made there by Joseph Carroll III, the senior linebacker from Summer Creek. That'll bring out the punting unit.
Going to lose 2. 4th and 5.
Looks like the punter is going to be number 42, the linebacker, Tommy Baker. He's one of their best players. Kind of unusual to see a linebacker punt. Back to return at the 20. Looks like Easter. Or actually, that's Jamaica Jones. Baker barely gets the kick away. It's a pretty good one. And it's going to be fielded at the 24. Made a couple of guys miss, and he's tackled at the 32. That was Jones.
36-yard punt, 8-yard return.
6:34 to go here in the first quarter. Shadow Creek up 7-0. And Summer Creek takes over at the 32-yard line. Their own 32. Spinks has had a couple of chances, has yet to really find that momentum with this offense. He's got Keyshawn Jackson, the junior running back, on his left hip. Trips to the right, one to the left. Motion a guy closer in. Looking to pass. Spinks rolls out and fires it, and the catch is made by Jamaica Jones. Right there in coverage.
Jones goes up the ladder.
Looks like Kevin Jackson. I think that's a 21, not a 27.
Picks up 12, first down for the Bulldogs.
That might be a 7. Looking to pass, Spinks, and he is drilled. The ball came out momentarily, but he got rocked by Aaron Warner for a sack. Spotted back at the 34.
Loses 10. Second sack for Shadow Creek.
I think the previous play was Kevin Jackson, who had went up and kind of allowed Jamaica Jones to make that catch. It looked like he would have had a play on it. And then a big sack there by Warner to make it 2nd and 20. And handoff going right side. Not a lot doing there. And a tackle for a loss. The guy who finally got him down was Kendon Jones. 3rd and forever here.
Loses 4. 3rd and 14.
24.
24.
Trips to the left, one to the right. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 24. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for that. And Spinks looking to pass. Looks right side all along, and the ball was nearly picked. Looked like once again Kendon Jones involved. And now Summer Creek is going to have to punt.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Wow, roughing the passer. Bails Summer Creek out and will help them with a first down. Right back where they started. Summer Creek with an opportunity here after nearly having to punt. 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff up the middle and cut down. Nice. Gang tackling there. Looks like a hit from Cameron Hebert. And a loss of 2. Second down and 13 after a 3-yard loss. Jackson has not had a lot going. They'll switch in Causey on the left hip of Spinks. Looking to pass is Spinks. He's going to roll out left side, looking for somewhere to throw it. Lofts it up, and oh, what a catch! Unbelievable grab from Benny Easter. A flag is down, but man, oh man, what an effort from Benny Easter. I think they're saying he might have stepped out of bounds as Easter in frustration.
If he steps out, they throw the beanbag. If he's forced out, he can come back in. If he went out on his own volition, he's dead. He can't come back. He can't be the first one to touch it when he comes back on the field.
What a catch that was. That would be an absolute shame if it doesn't count. A fantastic grab. He lofts it over the defense, did Spinks, and it was tipped. And then Easter came back and made the catch. That would be very sad for Easter. Two of the most exciting plays of the game, and neither one would count.
The receiver was pushed out of bounds, which allows them to come back in and catch the ball. First down.
They say you got forced out. It's going to be a good catch. 24-yard pickup and a first down.
Good for Benny Easter. Hate to have seen
third first down.
2 of the 3 most exciting plays wiped away. Good for Summer Creek. 1st and 10 from the 34 of Shadow Creek in enemy territory. Shotgun snap. Hands off to Causey. Causey immediately tripped up. Tackle there by Cameron Hebert.
Shadow Creek coming through those gaps quick.
Hebert might be the smallest guy on the defense, but he is not afraid to tackle. A couple of tackles in the last couple of plays from him.
Causey loses 1. 2nd and 11.
I think Jackson, the other running back he tackled, might have 60 pounds on him. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. Dumps it off to Easter. And Easter, wow, how did he stay up? This kid is electric. Tackled at the 25. Be 3rd and 1. The balance to stay up on that play was crazy. Going quick at Summer Creek. They hand off to Causey, and Causey met immediately. Nowhere to go, no gain.
It was 3rd and 1. It looks like no gain. It'll be a 4th and 1.
Nathan Harris was there immediately, and now a 4th and short. Summer Creek looks like they'll kind of move quick again. They just need 1 yard. They did not complete it on 4th and 5 a few moments ago. See if they can pick it up on 4th and 1. And hand off to Causey again. This time he gets it and more. Up to about the 17. Gain of 8 or so and a first down, more importantly. Mark him at the 18.
Pick up a 7. 4th first down for the Summer Creek.
Shotgun snap. Spinks looking, has a man, and overthrown. Holden Miller had his man beat, but an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Spinks just led him a little bit too much on that one.
Inside the red zone again. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this first quarter. Trips left. Tight end on the right side of the line. And Causey on the right hip, hand off to Causey up the middle. Oh, he's got a hole, and Causey drags a defender into the end zone.
He's going to that south end zone, taking a couple of those Shadow Creek Sharks. 18-yard run. Causey's first touchdown of the season. Causey now 33 yards on 5 carries.
Causey has fared a little better than Jackson in that backfield tandem tonight. And we'll see a left-footed kicker here. Looks like Patrick Cleveland, the senior kicker, try to tie this game up. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-7 is the score. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. 18-yard run from Braylon Causey, the junior running back. Gets Summer Creek on the board.
In 11 plays.
Is it 68 yards?
That's 68. Started 32-yard line.
See Summer Creek kick it off to Shadow Creek for the first time here in just a moment. Kicking from left to right on your screen. See if Stewart can provide some excitement. Again, I don't know if I would kick it to him. And I probably wouldn't kick it to Benny Easter anymore.
Yeah, Benny Easter may not touch it again.
The extra point kicker, Patrick Cleveland, the left-footed kicker out to kick. Looks like the other returners are Evan Moorhead, and I think that's Willis. This is going to bounce, and Stewart will pick it up at about the 1-yard line, and he's got really nowhere to go, but he used his speed to get around the edge and out at the 16. There just wasn't enough field. I think he would have won the race if the field was a mile wide. Shadow Creek will start at the 18-yard line, right where the Bulldogs started the last play where they scored that touchdown from Braylon Causey. Minute 46 to go in the first quarter.
First quarter, Summer Creek's run 17 plays. Shadow Creek only 4 plays under center.
Haven't had it much. I'm sure Summer Creek has dominated the time of possession.
That they have.
7-7 game, though. Tavis Coleman back there looking to pass, and he's got pressure immediately and dropped. Looks like Brinley Fortune Tita, the defensive tackle, making the sack there.
Going to lose 5 yards back to the 13, second and 15.
Not a lot of time there for Coleman to throw.
Pocket collapsed. He was stepping up and just collapsed on him.
2 receivers on each side. They'll motion Willis out. Coleman throws a little screen there, and the ball comes out as the intended receiver, Aiden Starling, was drilled. And it'll be 3rd and 15. I think Shadow Creek had a lot of momentum with the punt return, but looks like they're losing a little bit here. See if they can regain it. 3rd and 15 against Summer Creek. Not easy to pick up. It's like a pistol formation here for Coleman. And he's going to hand it off a draw there and tackle for an even bigger loss. This time, Willis did not have any time to get going, and he's back at the 8. It's going to be 4th and 20.
Loses 5 more.
Tommy Baker will have to punt from his own end zone. Jamaica Jones back to return with his feet right at midfield.
Baker's first punt, 36 yards. Five yards deep in his own end zone.
Low snap. Baker barely gets the punt away. And it is going to bounce and take a Summer Creek bounce, and it is going to be down at the 39. Great starting field position for the Bulldogs.
31-yard punt, no return.
I did not expect Summer Creek's band to play You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift at the football game tonight, but
there it was.
Yeah.
How many times did she play it on the Eras Tour this year? That's a nightly occurrence, probably.
Yeah.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. It's all sevens.
Yeah.
7-7 with 7 seconds left.
Jackpot. Summer Creek will take over at that 39-yard line of the Sharks. Spinks in the shotgun with trips to the left and a tight end on the right side of the line. The tight end is Tyler Jose. Left-handed quarterback Spinks with a high snap, hands off to Causey, going left side. Causey makes two guys miss and runs through them, and wow, how did he stay up?
How did he stay up? Broke 2 tackles. And
that's the end of the first quarter.
I'm just shaking my head.
That's the end of the
first quarter. That's going to end the first quarter.
Great run.
On a 13-yard run, 6th first down for the Bulldogs.
Causey has the juice here in the first quarter. That's the horse I'd continue to give the ball to. Start of the second quarter about to get underway here at Freedom Field. One of my favorite places to call a high school football game in the city of Houston and the surrounding area. It is tied at 7. Summer Creek in great position to try and take the lead. 26-yard line of the Sharks here, 1st and 10.
Summer Creek going right to left, going toward the north end zone, going toward the scoreboard.
Spinks hands off to Causey up the middle. Why not? And he's cut down. Tackle there by Abear.
That's the easiest way. Probably the only way to get Causey, just trip him up.
Well, Abear, I got to say, I admire the kid. He's probably the smallest guy on the defense, as I said earlier, and he is ready to lay the wood at every chance he gets. He's had quite a few successful tackles.
Causey already 48 yards, 7 carries.
2nd and 8, Spinks looking to pass, has a man, and bobbled. I think that's incomplete.
Yeah.
Jose didn't catch it until after he went out of bounds. It's 3rd and 8.
Spinks now 3 of 7, 46 yards. Hit Easter twice.
Spinks hasn't looked 100% in sync. I think he's a really talented quarterback. He's got some weapons, but maybe a little out of sync.
Shadow Creek's have influenced 3 of his throws. I mean, they've forcing him to move, and defensive backs have made great breaks on some of his passes.
Didn't look ready for that snap, but looking to pass, throws it up, and Easter is going to catch it. Wow. Battling for position with Brandon Sherrard, and he comes down with the touchdown catch.
24-yard touchdown catch. Benny Easter trying to make All-State tonight.
should have 2 touchdowns, but Spinks lofted that one up there, and Easter just won the battle with Brennan Sherrard. 13-7 to score.
50-50 battle. Easter wins that one. Easter now 3 catches, 58 yards, 1 touchdown.
Looked like Sherrard wanted an offensive pass interference after the hand fighting with Easter, but of course he didn't get the call. And we'll see if Patrick Cleveland can increase the lead to 7 here for the Bulldogs. Kick is up, and it is good as it bangs off the scoreboard. I think they need to put a net a little closer to the goalpost.
A good hands, gotta get a net up there.
14-7.
Summer Creek's going to go 61 yards in 4 plays. Benny Easter again. Summer Creek now 14-7, 11-20 to the half.
We got some of the best receivers in the area here tonight. Easter and Stewart are so good.
I saw Benny Easter 3 times last year, and he was electric. He was more electric in each game. I mean, as he got toward the playoffs, he had a great ball game against North Shore, and had a great game against Tasco last year.
So we'll see Summer Creek kick it away from right to left. It'll be Cleveland. Stewart back to return. Stewart has Aiden Starling and Evan Moorhead back there. Moorhead, an outside linebacker. Kind of interesting to see him as one of the return guys, but they're basically going all out for Stewart as he's the furthest one back on this kickoff return formation. And the kick goes to Stewart, and Stewart will field it at the 1, and Stewart is going to run up the middle and get cut down like a sack of potatoes. A big tackle there from Keyshawn Singleton, the sophomore safety, their top sophomore. According to Carl Thies.
Going to spot it. Let's see how. Probably at the 20. Let's do it. The officials like those lines.
Yeah, makes it easy.
They don't want to do the measuring. So if you put something on the 20, it's 10 yards. They're not going to have to bring the chain gang out.
Shadow Creek takes over at their own 20. See if Tavis Coleman can get some momentum. The touchdown came on that punt return by Chris Stewart. The offense hasn't done a whole lot. And a handoff there to Willis. Willis goes right side and picks up about 3 or 4.
Let's call it 3, 2nd and 7. Willis now 15 yards on 4 carries. Coleman now 1 of 3 passing. Only completion Stewart for 7 yards.
Shotgun snap to Coleman and a flag, and they blow it dead. False start or what?
Yeah. False start on the offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty.
They called it on Chris Stewart. Make it 2nd and 12.
3rd penalty on Shadow Creek. As Evan said, 2nd and 12, backs the ball up to the 18-yard line.
Shadow Creek probably won't be able to win this game if they continue making penalties like that and staying behind the 8 ball. This goes to Willis, right side on a misdirection, picks up 2.
Summer Creek defensive line just does a great job of won't let him cut up. He's running left and right, not north and south. Picks up 2.
3rd and 10. See what they have dialed up on 3rd and long here. Summer Creek's defense too good to stay in situations like this and give up first downs. Clock ticks towards 9 minutes and 40 seconds in the 2nd quarter. Coleman gets the snap, looking to pass. Has a step up and fires it to Stewart. Stewart makes the catch and is wrapped up at the 41. They pick it up. A gain of 21 there for Stewart. And Coleman, best looking offensive play so far.
Second first down for Shadow Creek.
Looked like Stewart found a hole in the defense and just kind of sat there. Coleman stepped up just in the nick of time as he was sure to get sacked from behind by a Bulldog if he didn't get that throw out right there.
I think he felt it. The heat was on.
Coleman hands off to Willis, and he's going to pick up a couple. I don't think any other back has got a carry other than Willis.
Coleman got sacked one time.
Willis is starting running back. The other running back on the depth chart is J.C. Air Pace.
Picks up 2, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 from the 43, 7 yards away from midfield. Looking to throw, just dumps it off there and makes a man miss. And tackled at the 49, looks like a first down. Nice play by Eno Beauchamp. And the Sharks look to have a first down here. They'll move the chains.
9-yard pickup, 3rd first down.
Ball spotted at the 48, so they're across midfield. Maybe the first time they've done so on offense. Clock winds under 8 minutes to go before halftime, and it looks like a timeout will be called.
Shadow Creek.
By Shadow Creek.
7:56 to the half. Summer Creek 14 to 7. Again, 7:56 left in second quarter.
Pretty sure all 4 Alvin ISD teams are going tonight. Alvin is playing at Bastrop. Good luck to my good friend Tom Lewis over there. Manville is at Galveston Ball, and Iowa Colony is at Stafford just up the road. Keep you aware of the scores for those games when we can.
At halftime, we've got a few other district assignments. We'll check on North Shore's at Dallas South Oak Cliff tonight, and Tasco City is playing Houston Lamar at Delmar tonight. I don't know if that's Turner.
Shadow Creek back out there on the Bulldog side of the field. Different formation here. Haven't been in this one too much. Looking to pass is Coleman. Coleman over the head, and Stewart gets drilled. A huge hit after the ball was high. And that was Savion James, who absolutely leveled Stewart, and Stewart is limping off the field. Got his bell rung, and surprise, kind of no flag there. Went up for that ball, and big shot there from Savion James, a sophomore on that Bulldog defense. It's 2nd and 10, and they'll play this snap without Stewart, who's been the majority of the offense. Jalen Adai's got press coverage on him down here on the near side. And looks like
play clock ran down.
Timeout. Shadow
Creek.
Creek.
Took a timeout right
That's
before
their
the
second
play clock
timeout.
ran out.
Shadow Creek with a couple of timeouts in a short amount of time. They only got one left. 7:51 to go here in the second quarter. See if we can find you those scores. Cypress Bridgeland did beat Pearland Dawson yesterday, 35-20 for those in the Pearland area. Might be interested in that one. Pearland beat Fulshire 52-28 up in Katy. Iowa Colony is currently beating Stafford 13-7. according to what I'm looking at. Manville is up on Galveston ball 22-zip in the second quarter. So good for Manville.
Ball lost a lot of their good players and their coach.
So 2nd and 10 once again. Just dumps it off to Willis. Willis makes a man miss. Willis with a head full of steam. Willis tripped up, and it looks like he gets near the first down marker. They'll spot him at the 40. I think he got another yard as his...
Great sidestep.
Yeah, a great move. I don't think he got down at the 40. I think he was closer to the 39 or the 38, but it's going to be 3rd and 2. See what they dial up on 3rd and 2. Kind of a heavier formation. They hand off to Willis. Willis, oh, a nice stutter step, goes the other direction, makes a man miss, and now he's going to pick it up. Great job by Willis to make that happen. He was
trapped at the line of scrimmage, and then third effort.
Exactly, picks up the first down with a great play.
I think they
holding on the offense, number 53.
Bring the chain.
10-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 after the hold. I didn't see the hold happen in
I didn't either.
Real time, but
I think
they called it.
I think they also gave him a bad spot. So they're going to take it back to the 50 with the hold penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
Makes it a little tougher.
Shadow Creek now 4 penalties for 35. 2 critical penalties.
Still don't see Stewart out there. A big loss if he's not able to make his way back on the field. Hope he's all right. 3rd and 12, and Coleman pressure in his face, and in and out of the hands. Looks like he hit Starling and on the run, but couldn't make the catch, and now Shadow Creek will have to punt with 6:45 to go.
Tommy Baker back in the contest, his 3rd punt.
I'd like to know how many teams use one of their best linebackers to punt.
Not many.
He's a pretty good punter, though. He's almost had a couple blocks.
That's the reason he's punting, because he's a pretty good punter. In college and pros, they have specialists to do those things, not the star linebacker.
Oh, a high snap, and Baker's got to go get it. I don't know if he'll be able to get a punt off. He's going to take off and run. He could still punt it, but he's going to be tackled at the 34, and there's a flag. A helmet goes flying. It looks like a Shadow Creek player, Baker, doesn't have a helmet on. So maybe a face mask will gift them something. We'll see.
A lot of confusion, and then we're still throwing a flag. I think it was where they're throwing, it was illegal block. And that was where the official threw the flag again. It's at the 34-yard line.
They're in the play, blocking the back on the kicking team, number 7. That penalty is refused. 1st down.
Wow.
So illegal block, they're going to refuse the penalty. Baker's well short of the line to detain. Baker's going to get up to the 34-yard line.
Okay, so I was trying to find the Alvin and Bastrop score. Couldn't find it, but Chester and Penelope are playing. No idea who these schools are. Chester is winning 66-0 in the second quarter.
That's got to be a 6-man game.
66-0 in the second quarter. That might be a record.
That's a mercy game there.
Summer Creek takes over at the 40.
16-yard loss on the high punt snap. Baker got as many as he could.
Spinks in the shotgun. Looking to pass. Goes left side and hits Easter as he steps out of bounds. Completion of 8, it looks like. Should be 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 up to the 32.
See if they hand it off to Causey here. Looking to pass instead. Throws up a jump ball. And Easter in and out of the hands. Almost had another touchdown. even with double coverage, Easter still found his way to the ball and just bobbled it. Should be 3rd and 2 now from the 32.
That's what you get on after you get an 8 on first down. You can go for the end zone because it's still a manageable 3rd and 2. Easter 4 catches, 66 yards. Spinks 5 of 10, 78 yards.
Hand off to Jackson, and Jackson falls forward, but I don't think it's enough. Jackson, a big, beefy back, but he has not had the juice that Causey has had. Causey has looked fantastic tonight. And it looks like it'll be 4th and 1. Ball at the 31, need to get to the 30, so it is 4th and 1. What are they on 4th downs, like 2 for 4? I think they've had quite a few opportunities on 4th down. Spinks in the shotgun now. They'll turn and look to the sideline. Jackson on the left hip of Spinks now. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Clock around, 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Spinks looking to pass, throws it, and nearly picked off. Breaking a tackle is Jones. Nice move up to the 21. One of the Shadow Creek defensive backs jumped it, but just couldn't get his hands on it. And a fantastic move by Jamaica Jones. And a big first down.
Jones is going to pick up 11 to the 20-yard line. 8th first down.
Spinks looking left. Spinks rolling out. Still looking left. And fires it up. Easter is there, and the ball out of bounds. A lot of hand fighting between Easter and Sherrard, who has got his assignment tonight. And I don't envy Sherrard. 2nd and 10 from the 20.
The officials doing a very good job of letting them play through some of that pushing and shoving.
Spinks hands off left side of Jackson and just nowhere to go. Looks like the tackle was made there by Jerome Bell, and I'm thinking it's 3rd and 11 here from the 21. Looks like a Shark might be a little injured. It looks like Nathan Harris is injured. And now time is called. Check on Harris. They were about to snap the ball, and Harris was still down on a knee.
Still down on it.
I got it.
Hopefully Harris going to be all right. He had a huge, huge hit earlier. Big part of this Shadow Creek defense.
Itasca City 21-14 before the half with the Lamar Redskins.
He said 21-14?
21-14. Just scored.
North Shore?
No. Dallas South Oak Cliffs 7-0. 4 minutes left in first quarter. That's a 7:30 start. North Shore's got on their first possession.
Oh, wow.
South Oak Cliff scored on the first.
Didn't they start the year against each other last year as well?
Yeah. They went, North Shore was ahead 38-0 starting the fourth quarter, and South Oak Cliff got 2 late touchdowns.
Probably the first time in a while you haven't started a North Shore game.
This I think is, I've never missed the opening game. I think this is only the second game since 2003 that I've missed of North Shore.
Wow.
So, but I'm at the creek, the Battle of the Creeks here tonight. The black and blue creeks against the white and maroon creeks.
Summer Creek really looks like USC. Shadow Creek just has the logo. It's 3rd and 11 from the 21. Spinks in the shotgun. And he's going to hand off to Jackson going left side. He finally has a good run, and he takes him near the first down marker. I think it's going to be 4th and 1 again. They've had 4th and 1, I think, 3 or 4 times now.
This is 3rd time.
Looks like Summer Creek's going to go quickly on 4th and 1, and they're going to hand it off to Jackson, and Jackson has another positive run. He hasn't had a lot going, but back-to-back good runs give him a first down, and it is 1st and goal from the 7. They're going to go quick again, trying to keep Shadow Creek tired to hand off to Jackson again, and he falls forward up to about the 2. They just keep going to Jackson. quickly. He's a big, powerful back. I see why they're going to him.
Picks up 5 more, 2nd and goal.
From that 2-yard line, Spinks probably going to hand it off to him again, and this time they throw a flag. It looks like false start on Summer Creek. Trying to go quick.
False start on the offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
False starts on Joseph Carroll, the 3rd. If they said number 7, or maybe they said 70. Might have been Jamarian Zenon, the left guard.
2nd and goal, backs it up to the 7.
They were really trying to go quick. That was kind of the first time tonight that they have went tempo, but trying to wear down this defense. And Jackson on the left hip of Spinks trips to the right in a near diamond formation, and one to the left is Easter. Spinks looking over the middle, fires it over the middle, and nearly picked off. Looked like Jerome Bell had a shot at it. The intended receiver was Tyler Jose, and it's 3rd and goal from the 7. .328 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Summer Creek already up a touchdown, trying to make it a 2-score game. Two receivers each side. Looks like Jackson on the right hip of Spinks. They'll motion over Jones to the right side. Shotgun snap. Looking right is Spinks. Looking for somewhere to go. He takes off and runs, and he is going to be tackled at the 1, maybe the 2 by Baker.
Going to be 4th and goal.
A couple of guys down for Shadow Creek. It looks like Baker collided with a guy, and then another guy is down at the 11, and hopefully he's all right.
Shadow Creek players hit each other.
That's Isaiah Washington down at the 1, and it looks like maybe Aaron Warner was shaken up in the backfield.
Spinks picks up 5. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 2.
Hopefully Washington all right. So they rushed out to look at him. Looks like Warner was able to walk off on his own power. Looked like he had maybe got the wind knocked out of him. 3:13 to go, and Summer Creek knocking on the door, but Shadow Creek could really go a long ways to keeping this thing close if they could stop Summer Creek from scoring a touchdown on 4th and goal from the 2. But everybody's attention right now on Isaiah Washington, as it looks like they're going to sit him up a bit. Washington will start to make his way off the field. Great to see that. 4th and goal from the 2. A big stand possible here for Shadow Creek. We'll see if Spinks goes to Jackson or they look for Easter. What's the play going to be here as they go trips right side, Easter alone on the left, and Jackson on the right hip. Got to be thinking a handoff here. Jose comes in on the right side of the line. Shotgun snap, they go to Jackson. Jackson right side, untouched, into the end zone.
Too easy.
Keyshawn Jackson makes it 20-7. I think everybody knew it was going to Jackson, and they still didn't even get a hand or a glove or anything on him. And Summer Creek's up 2 scores. 2:53 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Left-footed kicker Patrick Cleveland to try to make another extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far, banging them right off the middle of that scoreboard. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-7, Summer Creek leads by 2 touchdowns over Shadow Creek. Shadow Creek struck first with the 61-yard punt return touchdown by Chris Stewart. Stewart was shaken up later on, and the offense has really not had a lot going. But Summer Creek has taken advantage of their many chances. Shadow Creek has let them off the field, let them get back on the field with a couple penalties and such.
Summer Creek, after the bad snap, they're going to go 40 yards in 12 plays, convert three times on fourth down.
Wow.
On that drive. 40 and 12. And now, as Evan said, 21-7 Summer Creek, 2:53 left of the half.
I think that's the big difference, Carl. The ability to convert on fourth down has been huge for Summer Creek. They're probably, 4 for 6 or something like that so far in the game.
Right.
And it's led to a lot of points. So we'll see Cleveland kick it away. Of course, Stewart back there, he's returned the last couple at the 1-yard line and hasn't even made it up to the 20, I don't believe. So they'll kick it straight away. This time, it's going to bounce in the end zone. Touchback that time, and probably a good idea for Cleveland. They have held Stewart in check on the kickoff returns. Obviously, he had the punt return touchdown, but not a weapon I'd want to get the ball ever.
2:53. Shadow Creek needs to put the points on the board any way possible to cut that into that late 14-point lead. 75 yards away.
Was that Stewart out there? Or maybe it was someone else back there. I don't see Stewart's number.
No, I hadn't seen him.
Yeah, that wasn't Stewart. That was someone else back deep, and he let it go. I thought maybe he had went back out there, but I couldn't see the number great from where I am. And
I've not seen him.
I have not seen him since that big hit, and that is a big loss. 1st and 10 from their own 25. They motion a man across. And the handoff goes to Willis, right side. He gets away from a couple of guys and tripped up at about the 35. They'll give him the 36, an 11-yard run and a first down. Willis is a great running back. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities to really break away, but when he has looked very good.
Now 30 yards on 7 carries. 4th first down for Shadow Creek.
I feel like most of the work Willis has done has been kind of doing it himself. Not a lot of openings.
Summer Creek's defensive line, they've got 2 good ends and 2 good defensive tackles.
Pretty stout. 1st and 10, they motion Willis out. Coleman fires it, and a catch was made. I don't know. A huge hit from Tyson Joyner just absolutely levels Eno Beauchamp. And they'll rush out the check on Beauchamp. Hate to see that, but man, Joyner laid the wood. And looks like we'll pause for a moment while they check on Beauchamp. Hopefully he's okay.
Kind of same area where Stewart got hit.
Yeah, Coleman has tried to do anything he can to move the sticks, but man, this Summer Creek defense has come to play.
There's 2 active linebackers in the middle, and then the safety's coming up hard.
I think Joyner had the big hit there, and the other big hit on Stewart was Savion James. Really hope Beauchamp's going to be all right. Medical staff still out there checking out Eno Beauchamp. Really hope he's okay and able to get up the same way that Washington was a few minutes ago. Looks like they'll sit him up. Big round of applause for Beauchamp there. After he leans forward, they're still talking to him.
North Shore scored, and then Dallas South Oak Cliff scored. It's now just starting the second quarter. South Oak Cliff 14, North Shore 7. Haven't got an update on the Itasco-Lamar game.
They'll pick Beauchamp up off the field, and he'll start to slowly walk his way over to the Shadow Creek sideline here in just a moment. Little help from his coaching staff and medical staff there, and great to see Beauchamp walking off the field. That was a very big hit from Tyson Joyner. Beauchamp, a senior wide receiver, big part of this Sharks offense, and now down 2 receivers perhaps, with one of the best receivers in the state, Chris Stewart, yet to return after the big hit he took from Savion James. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 36. 2:17 to go here in the second quarter. And looking to pass, Coleman finds a man, and a stutter step. Oh, he's got room to run. Down to the 20, and he's gone. What a play from Jalen Adai.
64-yard pitch and catch.
What a response.
That's what Shadow needed to do right there. Needed to respond. 64-yard.
Just what the doctor ordered as Coleman hit Adai over the middle, and he took it the rest of the way using his speed. Now pushing and shoving from Summer Creek. Looks like one of their own. Amontre Harris pushing and shoving some of his own guys. Looks frustrated there. It's 21-13 Summer Creek. Shadow Creek about to kick an extra point. And it looks like maybe Shadow Creek has too many guys on the field.
They scored too quick.
Or they just sent a guy out there. I don't know if it's too many or not, but they get the kick up, and it is good. 21-14. They sent a guy out there at the last minute. It was Chaz Oliver, the senior offensive lineman, and there's another flag.
Nick Sain's extra point kick good.
The flag out there, I don't know if that's maybe unsportsmanlike conduct from I think it was Amontre Harris of Summer Creek who was getting frustrated as the flag girls run right into a player for the Sharks. Not 100% aware of their location. Let's see what this call is. I would either think too many men on the field or unsportsmanlike conduct. Coaching staff does have one guy singled out over there. It is Amontre Harris.
We had a legal formation on the kicking team. 5 people in the backfield. That penalty would be enforced. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 6. That's his first foul. Both fouls will be enforced. We'll re-kick.
So offsetting penalties, re-kick.
I'm 2 for 2, Carl. It was both.
Yeah.
You see the coaching staff all surrounding Amontre Harris. As everyone else is on the sideline, they have him on the field, and they were talking to him. Clearly, he was frustrated after the touchdown, and then it continued on the extra point. So an unsportsmanlike conduct and an illegal formation, and it's 21-13 still.
Saints back to kick an extra point. Sharks go 75 yards, 3 plays, take 47 seconds off the clock.
Kick is up, And it is no good. Wow. So after all that, they lose a point. It's 21-13 with 2:06 to go.
Kick was wide. Leads the score, Summer Creek 21, Shadow Creek 13, 2:06 left in this first half.
Big play, of course, was the long touchdown to Jalen Adai. Just a sophomore, one of the big names to look out for. He was clearly the fastest guy on the field on that play.
Yeah.
There was a chance where you thought maybe the safeties would come over and meet him in the middle and sandwich him, but no.
The safeties had the angle, and he just didn't let that angle affect his route to the end zone.
It was like an airplane just kind of turning on the jets and getting through those clouds. He just turned it on.
He was turning
gone.
the burners on, and they were not cutting into his gap.
See a kickoff. Looks like it's going to be Richard Emery to kick it off this time.
So Shadow Creek answers. So can Summer Creek.
Kind of a momentum killer, though, not to get that extra point. Kind of a little frustrating, I'd feel, if I'm Shadow Creek there.
They go 75 in 3 plays, take 47 seconds off the clock.
I believe that's Trenton Thomas back to return with Jamaica Jones and Easter, some of the upper guys. Here's Richard Emery to kick. It's going to be a short one. They go back to Easter again. I don't know why would you do such a thing, as he makes 2 guys miss, and he's finally tripped up at the 24. Why Easter of all people?
Yeah.
Kick it the other way. They had I believe they had Savion James out there.
Timeout, 2 minutes. 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout with the Bulldogs going to take over at the 23. Or no, the 25. They moved the ball from the 23 to the 25. Interesting.
Hey.
The referee had it at the 23 on the ground, and then he picked it up and put it on the 25, unless I missed something there. But Summer Creek will start after the 2-minute timeout with 75 yards of field in front of them to try to add some more. Hate that we haven't seen Chris Stewart. Him and Starling both, or Beauchamp rather, both getting shaken up after big hits, and that is just some really key pieces to this Shadow Creek Sharks team. Hate to see anybody ever get injured. Stewart's down there. He doesn't have a helmet on, of course, but I see him right there about the 43-yard line.
Yep.
Looks like he's trying to get loose. Somebody's throwing him some passes.
He's probably got that migraine.
I think I'd have a migraine, too, after that hit. So Summer Creek and Noah Spinks ready to go from their own 25. Jose motion over to the right side. He's got Causey on his left hip. Shotgun snap, and he hands off to Causey. No, he throws it, and he hits a man. Oh, breaks a tackle, and tackled at the 43 was Jamaica Jones. A gain of 18 there from Spinks to Jones. They'll actually give him 17. Looks like they're going quick here as the clock rolls near a minute 45. Looking to pass, throwing deep, and has a man. Oh, and he's tripped up. Pass interference.
High school, it's a 15-yard penalty, so they'll
pass interference on the defense. Number 27,
line of scrimmage.
15-yard penalty, first down.
Should scrimmage from the 43.
Holden Miller had Kendon Jones beat, the senior defensive back, who's had a couple of plays earlier in the ball game.
Shadow Creek's 5th penalty for 50 yards.
Across midfield with a minute 40 to go, and Summer Creek still has 3 timeouts, so plenty of time to expand upon their lead. if they can get something going further here. Spinks looking left, pressure in his face, nowhere to go, and he throws it out of bounds.
That Ken Stabler left-handed throw it out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Spinks likes to roll to his left as a left-handed quarterback, and that time he got forced to his left. The pressure was from Aaron Warner, number 95.
He was coming down hard.
Ball at the 43 of Shadow Creek.
Evan, do you remember who the snake Kenny Stabler was?
I do. I'm a little young for that, but I know enough about football history. Power formation here, and a handoff, and nice little gap there. And Causey breaking a couple of tackles. A guy just falls down. Nathan Harris just hit the deck, and he ran right by him. A big run for Causey. Not sure what happened there. And now Warner just falls down. Summer Creek not happy about it. The offensive lineman just pointing and getting mad at Aaron Warner, who just flopped on the deck. He appeared to be fine and then just dropped. And they did not like it. They were trying to slow Summer Creek down. I don't know what happened with Nathan Harris on that last play. It's like he dove, but he wasn't even close to Causey, and Causey had a huge run. How many yards on that run? That was
20-yard pickup.
20-yard run, big run.
12th first down, 1:18 left. We went really, really fast for the most part of the second quarter. This last 3 minutes is just grinding.
The injuries
you
always hate to see. Looked like it might have got a leg cramp. Hope it's something that simple.
Multiple players with cramps for Shadow Creek.
Yeah, looks like that left leg cramped up on him.
It's still cramped up.
Trying to get him some fluids. That is never a great feeling. 1st and 10 from the 23 of Shadow Creek, just a few yards away from the red zone. Spinks fakes the snap about 10 times, and then he points at Tommy Baker. 2 to the right, 1 to the left is Easter. And looking to pass, goes right side all day to Miller, and Miller is into the end zone. A touchdown for Summer Creek.
23-yard touchdown for Miller.
Wow. They gave him about 15 yards of room, and he just needed one block.
Snuck down that sideline.
No, they spotted. Looks like, okay, all right. So it's 27-13. One of the guys was still on the field. I was confused, but they're ready to kick the extra point here. It's going to be Cleveland again for a 4th time with the score 27-13.
Spinks now 7 of 15, 112, 2 touchdown passes.
And it is good. 28-13 with 51 seconds to go before half. My prediction for the game was 35-14, Summer Creek, and I don't know about that. It's 28-13. You said a much higher scoring game. Would you say like 45-40?
45-32 is what I said.
45-32. Okay, that might come to fruition. I might have undershot. It's been kind of a track meet. A lot of big plays. A lot of missed tackles, a lot of speed, a lot of fantastic athletes here between these 2 Creek schools. I feel like Shadow Creek has really been hurt by the loss of Chris Stewart. When you have a player like that Your coach says you're one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the state. But Adai's back there to return. We saw his speed on display. And it looks like they will kick it to Adai. He'll field it at the 8. And he's going to run right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 27. Tackle made there by Harrison Ward. .46 seconds to go. Shadow Creek takes over at the 27.
Back to a 15-point lead.
See if Coleman and the Sharks can make something happen here. Not a lot of time. They hand off to Willis right side. Makes a man miss and is knocked down from behind. A big hit there from Montre Harris. And they might just let it go to the half. After a loss of a yard, it's 2nd and 11. Don't even think they have to snap it again. They might not. Just kind of standing around, no rush. And this might take us to the half. Looks like they will do just that. No desire to snap it again, and Summer Creek wins the first half, 28-13 as the clock strikes 0 here, and we are going to the half. Welcome back into Freedom Field. 28-13 is the score. The Bands have finished. Summer Creek is ahead of the Sharks. And we got about a minute and a half to go before the start of the second half. Evan Geiger and Carl Thies
had two electrifying kick returns. The second one taken off the board, and the rest of the first quarter was kind of a sleeper, and then Summer Creek scored three touchdowns to one, and that puts us where we're at halftime, 28-13. Individual stats for Summer Creek, Causey, the leading rusher for them, 9 carries, 69 yards. Spinks, 7 of 15 passing, 112, 2 touchdowns. Benny Easter, 4 catches, 66, 1 touchdown. Jamaica Jones, 2 for 23. Holden Miller, 1 for 23 and 1 touchdown. For the homestanding Sharks of Shadow Creek, Willis, 8 carries, 29 yards. Travis Coleman, quarterback, 5 of 10, 109 yards. Chris Stewart, who went out the game with a big hit, 2 catches, 28. Beecham, 1 for 9. Willis, 1 catch for 8. And Adai, the last touchdown, Adai, 1 catch, 64 yards.
A big catch and run for Adai for sure on that touchdown. It's 28-13, about to have the clock strike 0. Last score I see, Bastrop up 21-7 over Alvin. See if we can find the other Alvin ISD schools. Iowa Colony appears to be up 27-7 over Stafford at the half. And then I believe Manville was up last time I checked on Galveston Ball. I see
the shocker there. Now halftime, Dallas South Oak Cliff 28, North Shore 7 halftime. That's at Kincaid Field, Dallas ISD.
We were there for South Oak Cliff's loss to Randall in Jerry World last year, and
yes,
man,
we were.
that was a fantastic. You talk about kick returns. They let the same guy would have 2 kick
back
returns.
to back.
That was just insanity, and what really won Randall that championship. And Randall had such a good season. Iowa Colony, man, did they have a good year last year. Their only losses were to Randall, the champion, and Iowa Colony had chances to win. And I think if they beat Randall, they win the championship because they were there toe-to-toe with Randall.
Both teams said that that was their best game.
Yeah.
Richmond Randall said Iowa Colony was the best team they played, and Iowa Colony said that Richmond Randall was the best team they played. And I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I watched the second game, and it was just
fantastic game. The first game wasn't that good because Randall won 30-10.
Coached really well and played really well by good players.
But I think Iowa Colony had a lot of chances in that game, and I just couldn't believe some of the missed opportunities they had. I think they could have won that game for sure. Summer Creek will kick it off to Shadow Creek to begin the third quarter. It's Cleveland. And kick is deep. It's going to go to Adai. Makes the catch in the end zone. Going to go left side, a couple of cuts, and drug down at the 26 or so. It's like, 26-yard return for Adai.
Sharks going to take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to set it on the 26-yard line.
Shadow Creek did not have a ton of sustained offensive success. A couple of nice plays. The big one to Adai. A couple of nice runs from Willis. Obviously, no
three
Stewart.
Explosive plays and only 4 first downs. 13 first downs for Summer Creek.
See if they can get something going with some consistency here. Hand off to Willis. Just plows ahead for maybe a yard. Looked like the tackle was made by Brinley Fortune-Tita.
Going to get 1, 2nd and 9.
We have not seen the backup running back get a carry Jossier Pace.
Coleman with only one carry, and then the punter Baker on that high snap. That was the only 2 rushes that Willis didn't get in the first half.
Shadow Creek taking a little bit of time to get this play off, and looks going to throw here, and that's nearly picked off. Every opportunity there for Kingston Richard. It'd be Richard where I'm from in Louisiana, but I'm assuming it's pronounced Richard since we're here in the great state of Texas. But he had every shot at a pick 6 there. Coleman telegraphed that one.
And the only other Louisiana name, some call it B-Champ, some call it Bo-Champ. So is it B or Bo? Probably whichever side of the river you're on.
Number 24, I've always said A-Bear, being from Louisiana. And some people say Hebert, as that's a high pass there, and he's struck down immediately. That was Aiden Starling making the catch, and looks like probably a loss of a yard and a punt upcoming here for Shadow Creek. Looks like it'll be 4th and 10, and we'll see Tommy Baker come out to punt again. Just not a lot going for the Sharks offensively in this ball game. Jamaica Jones back there with his feet at the 35. Clock nears 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Baker with his feet at the 12. And the punt is away, and this time it was nearly blocked again as it goes out of bounds. That's not the first time it's nearly been blocked. See where they spot it. Looks like they'll spot it at the 36.
Let's give him one more yard. Go to 37. Now 38. 12-yard punt off. He punted it offside his foot to avoid the block.
It was about a split second away from getting blocked.
If he would have punted straight, it would have got blocked.
So Spinks and company take over at the 38 of the Sharks, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, hands off to Causey going right side, and Causey drugged down out of bounds for a loss of 2. Looks like Tommy Baker and Denham Scott were in there.
Let's give him a yard loss instead of 2. 2nd and 11.
2 receivers way out left. And Spinks looking to throw their direction. He's got pressure in his face and drops it in the flat for Jose, but hits the ground, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Spinks running for his life. He's just lucky to get away.
It's 3rd and long, and you know they like to go for it on 4th, so if you're Shadow Creek, you want to keep them to no gain, maybe a loss here. And looking to throw with Spinks, and they pick up about 9. Once again, they go to Miller, and it's going to be about 4th and 3, I think, and of course they're going to go for it. They have gone for it, I don't know, 6 or 7 times on 4th down tonight. And they've done a pretty good job of converting after that first or second drive. It's been near that 100% mark. They'll fake the snap, and now Spinks and company will turn to the sideline. Trips to the left, one to the right. Causey on the right hip of Spinks.
4th and 3.
Shotgun snap. Spinks fakes to the left, now rolling right. Throws it up, and in and out of the hands. Looking for Miller again, and incomplete. In coverage there was Kendon Jones.
Great pressure applied by the Sharks.
Shadow Creek will take over at the 31. So a big stop. Trying to keep this a 2-score game.
9:36 left in the third. Our score still Summer Creek 28, Shadow Creek 13.
Sharks have certainly looked better than they did in the season opener last year, but still feel like they haven't looked as good as they can. They showed at the beginning of this ball game that they can hang with Summer Creek. We'll see if they can inch closer here, maybe with some points. The play clock running down, and it's going to be a timeout. Shadow Creek taking way too long to get ready there.
Shadow Creek,
especially on first down play.
Yeah, you can't have that. That's a mistake. It's just little things like that that have separated Summer Creek and Shadow Creek tonight.
First game jitters. Got a lot of these kids that never played on Friday night. Used to play on Wednesday and Thursday.
After the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 31. Hate to burn a timeout there, but been behind the down and distance all game offensively. You can't take a 5-yard penalty to start a drive either.
That's exactly right. Summer Creek's just kept them behind the chains. I mean, it's 3rd and long every time. And
yep. Bulldogs have definitely done a better job of managing the down and distance and staying in advantageous positions. As they motion a man across. Looking to pass is Coleman and drugged down immediately. A huge victory for P.J. Cormier. Loss of 6, it seems, as he just beat his man, the left tackle there, with seeming ease.
Speed rush and speed kills. Second time Coleman's been sacked.
Handoff and nowhere to go, but he bounces off. And the players for Summer Creek kind of gave up on the left side, and Willis just has the wherewithal to bounce it to the other side and keep on trucking. And he's able to
pick up 7.
Yeah, wow. What a run from Willis.
Still a loss of 2. He picks up 7 yards, goes 9 the other way.
Man.
I think he put more punishment on the defender than he took on himself.
You are not lying. Third down and 9 from the 32. 2 receivers left, one on the right, a tight end on the left side of the line. They motion him out, and they call a false start as that was rough. Bryce Coleman.
Delay of game on the offense.
I think it was delay of game.
5-yard penalty. We played 3rd down.
Bryce Coleman ran right in front of Jalen Adai and then turned around and looked at Jalen Adai.
I think he was going to audible the play and was trying to get another set.
Bryce Coleman motioned out, and he, instead of running behind the receiver, he ran in front of the receiver, and Adai just kind of stood there, and then Coleman turned and looked.
3rd and 14.
Now he goes behind. They throw it to Willis. Willis makes one guy miss, but he stumbles and is tackled for a loss of a yard. It'll be 4th and 15, and they'll have to punt again. Tommy Baker has been busy. Sharks having trouble getting out of their own way on that drive. The clock nears 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Baker in for his 4th punt.
Jones back at the 35 of Summer Creek. Snap to Baker. He gets it away. No pressure on him this time.
Setting up the return.
Jones. Oh, bounces off of Jones, and Jones picks it up at the 45. And Kendon Jones nearly had a chance to get that ball, but Jamaica falls on it and just stays put wisely. Still great field position as it took a Summer Creek bounce.
34-yard punt for Baker.
Sideline warning on Shadow Creek. That's their first warning.
You said a warning? I couldn't fully hear what the official said there, but sounded like he said that was a warning to someone. Could be wrong, though. 6:57 to go in the third quarter. Spinks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. And they hand it off to Causey. Causey with a hole. Causey knocked down, but he picks up the first down right at that marker. A 10-yard gain as he got drilled. He bounced up like nothing ever happened.
Picks up even 10. 14th first down.
They go back to Causey and nowhere to go. Tripped up in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 here for Summer Creek, who's going a little quick with the tempo. Worked out for them in the first half.
Causey now 77 yards on 12 carries.
Spinks looking to pass. Oh, he's got pressure. Oh, just sidesteps 2 defenders, and the ball's out, and Shadow Creek has it. It's Nathan Harris. Spinks did everything he could, just dancing around 2 defenders, and finally got hit from behind, and Harris gets the ball. Shadow Creek will take over on the Summer Creek side of the field. 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs 44 after the fumble by Spinks recovered by Harris. And the Sharks brought pressure, and boy, did they get home. $5:53 to go here in the third quarter. And if Shadow Creek is going to come back and make this a ball game, a tightly contested ball game, this is the drive they need to score. Toss there to Adai. Adai reverses field and is going to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's wrapped up.
Adai with the big catch, his first rush of the night.
Joseph Carroll III and Brinley Fortune Tita. Couple of seniors on that very good Bulldogs defense making the play there. Adai with great speed, but he just didn't have anywhere to go there. 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle and hits Adai. Adai with a sidestep, and he's going to pick up about 15 or so. A really nice play. Adai with some nice moves, and man, he's looking like the next man up with Stewart out.
5th first down for Shadow Creek.
Two to the right, 1 to the left. See, they hand off to Willis here. They do. Up the middle, Willis plows ahead. Picks up maybe 5 or 6 here.
Evan, do you think they have to score a touchdown on this possession?
I feel like you got to. You haven't even really made it across midfield very many times. The one time you did was on a 64-yard touchdown. Your other points came on a 61-yard punt return touchdown to begin the scoring for yourself. And other than that, the offense has just been dormant. Hand off to Willis again. So whenever they gift you the ball in their territory, I just feel like you got to score.
I totally agree.
Looks like it'll be spotted at the 21. Should be 3rd and 1 for Shadow Creek. After a couple of runs by Willis. See what they have dialed up here. I'm assuming this is 4-down territory unless you take a huge loss here.
I think you're going to see Summer Creek with the 15-point lead run straight ahead. We're going to run that clock. Try to run that clock.
Coleman takes off right side. He's got a hole, and Coleman dragged down at the 10. Had one man to maybe make miss, and he was in the end zone there. A great run. It's the first designed run we've seen for Coleman, and he's got some speed.
Got some speed and runs it down to the 10-yard line. 6th first down.
Coleman runs again right side and tripped up at about the 6. Mentioned in pregame, Coleman the only quarterback on the roster. Not sure if that's part of why they don't run the ball much. The backup quarterback is Carter Stewart, the DB.
Stewart played some quarterback last year.
Coleman looking to throw, has a man, and cut down at about the 1. Found Bryce Coleman on a quick little pass, and it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Five-yard pickup, 3rd and goal, 1-yard line.
See if they can punch it in here. Coleman talking to his offensive line. There in the pistol formation. Goes to Willis right up the middle. Willis plows ahead. Can he get in? They say touchdown. A 1-yard score for Willis. Tristan Willis, the junior running back, looked pretty good tonight when he's had some openings. And we have a 28-19 ball game.
Are you surprised they're not going for 2 now?
A little bit. Just want to keep hope alive, perhaps. And Signs will make the kick here. It is 28-20 after the 1-yard score by Willis. He just got in there.
Right.
Saw the replay there. .208 to go in the 3rd quarter. Evan Geiger and Carl Thies here at the beautiful Freedom Field. We've got a 1-score ball game again as Shadow Creek will kick it off to Summer Creek. Kick is away. And once again, it's going to go to Easter. Not sure why, but they go to him. Oh, and he's got a room to run down the left sideline. Easter is G-O-N-E, gone again. What are you thinking kicking to him?
What do you think the first thing they're going to talk about when they're watching game film tomorrow or on Monday? Why did we kick to that guy?
Every kickoff has gone to him, and I just don't know why. He's the best athlete they have. He already burned you once, and you got lucky. Flag on the play. I believe it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on the excessive celebration from Summer Creek, and we'll see exactly what occurs.
After the play, unsportsmanlike on number 4. The point scores, the foul will be assessed on the kickoff.
Wow.
Assessed on the kickoff.
So it was on Benny Easter. Caught that at the 26 and just right up the left sideline. Untouched, nobody was even close. The closest person when he scored was at the 10. He is lightning quick.
74-yard kick return.
Extra point coming here from Cleveland. It's up and it's good. And every time Shadow Creek really gets some momentum, just a mistake like that and a great play from Bulldog, and it's 35-20 just like that. A moment ago we had a one-score game, and it really felt like Shadow Creek had a chance, but then just a gut punch there from the Bulldogs.
All sides on the defense, that penalty decline. The point is good.
Going to be a 15-yard celebration on this kickoff.
I don't know, Carl. What do you think? I just, not to be critical or anything, I'm just curious. I get it if your game plan is to kick it to that up guy, if that's your game plan coming in, but he's proven that you shouldn't do that. So at what point do you make that change?
I think you got to pooch it to where somebody else catches it, or just kick it 15 yards at one of the linemen and hope they muff it. You're not going to have, typically you're not going to have, after bouncing off a lineman, you're not going to have Easter or one of those great athletes pick up the ball and certainly not return it 74 yards.
You're kicking it short like that. Is that because you can't kick it deep? Or I'm just curious, like, what is going on? Because he's burned you twice. And if he sees the ball again on a kickoff again, I'll be dumbfounded. You see Cleveland to kick it off, a dive back to return. He's at the 20, so they should start with good field position, but it was a very deep kick, and this will actually bounce, and it'll be picked up by a die at the 3, and it might not have good field position at all as a die gets the corner but nowhere to go. He finally makes it out at about the 22. That was a great kick from Cleveland. Went all the way back to the 3-yard line. That is a win for Summer Creek's special teams there.
Going to return it to the 22-yard line.
He set his feet at the 20. You're thinking they're at least getting it up to the 35-40 there.
Exactly.
Great job by Patrick Cleveland, the senior kicker, kicking the crap out the ball.
It's a weapon if you have good kicking game, just at any level, not just high school, college and pro.
So they'll take over at their own 22 with 1:48 to go in the third quarter. Adai will switch sides of the field with Bryce Coleman. Now he'll motion back across to his original side. And Coleman will hand off to Willis. Willis going right side, and he shrugs off a tackler, makes another miss, and never hits the ground. Pushed out of bounds at the 29, a gain of 7. That was one of the best reps for the Shadow Creek Sharks offensive line, run blocking there. They gave him a hole. Still had to make 3 guys miss to get a gain.
Wills has worked hard, and just Summer Creek is controlling the line of scrimmage.
Willis moving forward, and they push the pile a bit, get him near that first down marker. Like one of his offensive linemen, I think it was Dominic Lee, pushed him forward. They give him a first down. Ball at the 32. See the replay there. Looks like it was actually Coleman who pushed him forward, the tight end.
7th first down.
Coleman hands off to Willis and nowhere to go. He breaks 2 tackles, but he finally falls down. A loss there. There was really nowhere to go.
Yeah, nowhere to go, and about 6 of those Bulldogs hitting him. He's spinning, they're hitting him, and then he's spinning, and they're hitting him.
I cannot put any blame, no matter what happens in this ball game, on Willis, because he has made some of the best-looking negative 2-yard runs I've seen. This kid he's an athlete. He's hard to bring down. He's made Summer Creek work for it as they'll take it to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Summer Creek leads 35-20 after 3 quarters.
At Houston Methodist, everyday care works around your busy life. You can text to reschedule, get urgent care by video 24/7, and visit us at locations across the city.
Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Start of the fourth quarter upcoming here at Freedom Field. Shadow Creek's got an uphill battle against the Bulldogs. Down 15. Had some track meet-like moments tonight. Chris Stewart, Jalen Adai, Benny Easter. Coleman in the shotgun, 2nd and 4. Motion a man over. Coleman gonna drop it off to Coleman. And looks like he picks up the first down. Tavis to Bryce there. Both juniors, not sure if they have any relation.
Face mask on the defense, number 11. 15 yards, first down.
Looks like a penalty on Summer Creek. 15-yard penalty will move the Sharks down the field further. Ball will be spotted at the 48, or the 47 rather, just.
So officially a 4-yard gain. 15-yard penalty takes it up to the 47.
3 yards away from midfield. Shotgun snap.
8th first down.
Oof, nowhere to go there. Screen goes to Starling, and Summer Creek was all over it. They did not have the numbers advantage to run that play. 3-on-2 blocking. See, he's hit immediately. You can see on this replay, just wrapped up the moment he catches the ball by Preston Singleton.
Loses 1, 2nd and 11.
It's kind of like a batter seeing a beach ball. You kind of got to wait and make sure you don't hit him too early. He had all day to make that tackle. Not the play design they needed there. 2nd and 11. Coleman fires, hits his man, and that's going to be near the first down marker. It's Starling again. Looks like he picks up the first down. Gain of roughly 12 or 13.
Ninth first down, 13-yard pickup.
Quick little in and out route there. Cut in, went back out, and he was wide open. Good read there by Coleman with pressure coming.
Coleman now 11 of 17 for 142.
First and 10 from the 41 of Summer Creek. Handoff Willis. Willis, a little bit of a hole here. He's got some room to run, cuts back the other direction, still on his feet, and finally down at the 18. He's got some balance.
23-yard pickup.
Willis is a stud.
10th first down.
Look at him hit this hole, decides to make the cut, jump cut again, and still stayed up until he finally fell.
He put that foot down and cut.
Like a little Le'Veon Bell there, like patiently waiting for the hole to develop and then explodes through it when the time is right. First and 10 from the 18. Definitely feels like a spot you need a touchdown. Down 15 against a team of Summer Creek's caliber, and you're in the red zone. Got to snap it. Coleman gets the snap, steps up, and loses the ball. Did he get back on it? I think he did. Looked like he fell on it. Brentley Fortuntita was all fired up after that play, but it looks like maybe just a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 from the 19 now. Not sure what Fortuntita was all fired up about. I don't even know if he was in on that play, but he went to the sideline and went to pointing. Maybe he forced the fumble, I don't know, but he was showing some energy there. Shotgun snap, hand off to Willis. No, he pulls it out and drops it off to Coleman. Coleman knocked down at around the 8-yard line. They'll give him the 8. And that's right at the first down marker. Should be 1st and goal. It's a little play action there. Fooled even me. Coleman ended up getting tackled by Savion James there. Now they're going left side, and Coleman across the goal line. An 8-yard touchdown run for Tavis Coleman. Gets the Sharks a little closer. They're down 9.
Do you go for 2 now?
I would. Looks like they might kick it. I can see both sides. 82 doesn't have a holder, though. 82 does not have a holder. Play clock at 20, and now Langston Taylor's going to sprint out there. Signs is just looking to the side like, hey, I need a holder. Now we'll see the extra point. And it's blocked. It's blocked. Summer Creek has it. They can go for 2. Down the right sideline, Richard. He's got no one there to get him. Richard is G-O-N-E gone as Tommy Baker can't catch up. And it's 2 points for Summer Creek.
101-yard return on a block extra point. 2-point conversion.
37-26 the score. They didn't have a holder for about 20 seconds. They sprint Langston Taylor out there, and then the extra point is blocked. That's the second extra point they've missed. That one actually hurts them. It's a negative 4-point swing. 2 missed extra points and 2 points there on the return of the blocked extra point. It's 37-26 with 8:19 to go. Just feel for Shadow Creek, man. You have a touchdown, you have a good play, and then earlier you have a big touchdown you need, they run it back for a touchdown. You have a touchdown that you need earlier, you missed the extra point. You have a touchdown that you need, you get it blocked, and they run it back for 2. So instead of it being a 1-score game, it's a 2-score game. Down 11 with 8:19 to go, and that makes this an even bigger uphill battle.
And you said actually 3-point turnaround. So extra point is good. It's 1 point less, but they return it, so it's 3-point difference.
Hey, your prediction might be right. We're at 37-26. A touchdown for each team could make it 45-32. That was your pregame prediction. So we'll see Shadow Creek kick it off. The officials are still talking.
The officials are talking because they're trying to get their breath. So they're holding the ball over there. They're not wanting the kicker to kick it. They're just trying to hit on those oxygen tanks.
I'm not sure what exactly they're talking about. One of the officials did not have his hat on. Seemed like
that's
Shadow
what
Creek
they try to do.
frustrated.
They throw their flag down, and in basketball, we used to take the basketball out of play and hold it, and players, what's going on? That's when the officials get tired.
Coach Green looks very frustrated on that Shadow Creek sideline. All the coaches really upset with the officials, thinking maybe, I don't know, you think they think a player stepped out of bounds or something?
No, he wasn't even close.
I'm not sure what the issue is. I don't know if they might have shown a replay. I'm not sure, but .8:19 to go. Shadow Creek scores a touchdown, but it feels weird to see him kick off after that big return. Senior free safety Kingston Richard with that 2-point return. He's at 101 yards.
101 yard. Picks it up 1 yard deep in the end zone.
Here's the kickoff from Emory. If they kick it to Easter, I'm going to lose my mind, as this time they kick it deep. And, yep, it went to Trenton Thomas. Thomas goes left side. He's got room to run. And, man, it might not matter who you kick it to, as Thomas cut down by the kicker at the 45. Kicker had the angle, but Richard Emery, 5'9", 165, and I'm sure Thomas didn't like getting tackled by him. Thomas had some wheels, too. It may not matter who you kick it to. Thomas with a 35-yard return there, and he was moving. Like the real tackle was from Brandon Sherrard. Sherrard, a 6'2" corner in high school. That feels a little unusual, a 6'2" corner in high school football. He's got some height. 1st and 10 from the 45, 5 yards away from midfield. First time seeing this formation with a back on each hip. And they go to the big fella, Jackson. He's just cut down. Jackson has 65 pounds on Cameron Hebert, but Hebert just continues to come downhill and tackle. What a just fearless tackle from Hebert. Textbook tackling. That's a guy I'd want on my team if I was a coach. Gotta love it. 2nd and 10. Handoff again, going right side and nowhere to go. First man in was Evan Moorhead. And another run that didn't amount to much. Looks like 3rd and 12. A quick stop. Maybe some hope for the Sharks. Moorhead got his paws on him and wasn't letting him go. Third and 12. Spanks looking to pass, looking right side, and not in sync with Holden Miller there. Holden Miller was up around the 35, and that ball hit the ground probably 15 yards behind him by the 40, close to the Shadow Creek sideline, and now Summer Creek's going to have to punt. Is this their first punt? Second punt? Second punt.
Second punt.
The first punt was Stewart's touchdown return.
Right.
This time Adai is going to be back there.
Miller has 134-yard punt, and Shadow Creek's punted the ball 4 times and had 1 block, or 1 bad snap.
Punt coming here, a high one. Adai looks like he's going to let it bounce at the 27. It takes a Summer Creek roll inside the 20 to the 16. Down there by Chase Anderson. So 6:48 to go and 84 yards of field in front of the Sharks. But it ain't over. I mean, I've seen bigger comebacks than this.
It's not over, but it's under 7 minutes, 6:48. You got to score quick. If you score quick, you're not going to have to onside. You can kick deep and hope your defense holds quick.
See if the offense can continue. It looked a little better of late. Motion to die over, and they're going to hand off to Willis, and Willis was hit immediately. It was Joseph Carroll, the third, who came charging in off the edge with a stop, a loss of 1.
There's got to be some sense of urgency. They got to get up on the ball.
Not
down
super
by 11.
quick yet. Kind of taking their time. Play clock nearing 20, and they're still getting the play call. First game, but situation where you'd like for them to go a little quicker. The play clock's down to 10. They still look into the sideline. You're not going to be able to mount a comeback down 11 in Summer Creek like
14,
this. Coleman looking to pass, and he's going to get sacked. Brought down by Brinley Fortune Tita, and that is not a very good sequence.
Loses back to 11. Loses 5.
Looks like the clock is stopped.
If it stopped, they didn't blow him dead. He got to get out of bounds.
Sideline warning on Summer Creek. That's their first warning.
What? What did he say?
A warning.
On Chase Anderson? Number 40 is what I heard. Looks like now they'll start the game and play clock. Shadow Creek still doesn't have the play. You had all that time.
16 on the play clock.
I don't. You had all that time while they had the clock stopped, and you're just now getting the play in at 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They're not even set. 3 seconds. Shotgun snap. Coleman looking.
Burn 10 more
Fires
seconds.
it deep and nearly picked. They gave you 20 seconds. I can understand if the clock wasn't running, but the clock, 28 seconds went off the clock after they restarted it. Now you're going to have to.
4th and 15, you got to punt.
Carl, is this just first game? Is that what you chalk that up to, or what?
It's one of those deals that's just mind-boggling. Those coaches have to see that clock's ticking down, and here we're in punt formation, and it's 6 on the play clock, and there's
a flag.
They had too many men on the field, running one off.
Legal substitution on the offense.
Wow.
Breaking the huddle with 12 men.
Going to be a 5-yard penalty for substitution violation.
Moves it all the way back to the 6.
4th and 20. The more important thing is they lost 20 more seconds.
Baker's got a punt from his own end zone. Return man back at the 41. A pretty good punt, as it is caught right there at the 38 by Jamaica Jones.
32-yard punt.
So Summer Creek in position, up by 11, and they're in enemy territory. A couple of running plays, run some clock off. Shadow Creek only has 2 timeouts.
What's crazy is Summer Creek's ahead, and they're snapping the ball really quick. They need to be running the clock.
Yeah. I don't know. First game.
Summer Creek behind, taking a lot of time getting the play in. 5:16 left in the contest. Our score still 37-26, Summer Creek.
Looks like Causey is back there with Spinks on 1st and 10 from the 38. They hand off to Causey going up the middle, and he's cut down at right about a yard, maybe a yard or a half of a yard. Say no gain.
2nd and 10.
I thought for sure he had got a little bit of forward progress there, but
he got forward progress 4 inches.
2nd and 10. They snap it quick again. Spinks looking to pass, rolling left, and he's going to throw it up and to nobody.
He threw it.
They snapped the ball with 27 seconds on the play clock, and then, I mean, could have been a disaster if a sack there or maybe a pick, but what do I know?
When you're ahead, it's just mind-boggling. The team that's ahead's snapping the ball quick, and the team that's behind is burning time.
.441, it's 3rd and 10. And Spinks will hand out to Causey going left and cut down, so they're going to have to punt, or maybe they go for it on 4th and 10. They actually lose a yard. It's 4th and 11. Maybe they go for it. They're inside the 40, but Spinks walking towards the sideline. I don't know, maybe they take it all the way down to 1 second and call a timeout. I'm not sure what they're going to do here, but they don't look ready to snap. Looks like they're trying to send the punting unit out there after all.
Yeah, just like you said, they're going to take it down to 1 second to call timeout. And then I think they're going to send the punt team in after the timeout.
Or do they take a delay of game?
Delay
Wouldn't
game.
be the end of the world, yeah, delay
on
of
the
game.
offense, number 8, 5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down. This is not a timeout.
Not a timeout. 3:45 to go in the 4th quarter. They take a 5-yard penalty.
This is not a timeout.
Now, of course, you got to punt. Just the 3rd punt upcoming here. Summer Creek has done a very good job of not having to punt. Adai is going to be back to return. The punter will have his feet at the 42 of Summer Creek.
It's Matthew Miller in to punt again.
Adai at the 10-yard line. Anything over his head, he might let go. And a high one. I don't know. Did they get a hand on that? And a guy returns it, and there's nobody there. You've got to be kidding me. A touchdown for Shadow Creek. It's going to be Cameron Hebert. What just happened? Did they get a mitt on it?
I think they must have. The ball deflected.
It went straight up in the air, not far in front of the line of scrimmage, and Hebert was there.
Had the presence of mind to pick it up.
Everybody else ran downfield. There was only one guy and 7 Sharks. One Bulldog and 7 Sharks. And that might be just the break that Shadow Creek needed.
We got a flag on the field at the 16-yard line.
We'll see what happens, but
Sideline warning on Shadow Creek. That's a 5-yard penalty, but the touchdown counts.
wow, a sideline warning on Shadow Creek. That's not the first one we've had. Look at this. This must have got blocked by Tommy Baker. The punter blocked a punt. What is happening? Look, nobody knows where it is except for Cameron Hebert. And Hebert tracked it down. Hebert with a huge play. I've been singing his praises all night, and man, was he Johnny on the spot. It didn't look like a single Bulldog was privy to the fact that he was about to catch a punt. I thought he was crazy for trying to catch that punt. It was 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage, and it worked out beautifully.
65-yard return. They were penalized 5 yards for a sideline infraction.
They might have wanted to go for 2 there, though,
Yeah.
and now this is going to make it more difficult. So just mistakes like that have kind of looked like the difference. It does look like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, but that 5-yard penalty, very costly. And where is Tavis Coleman? Where is Tavis Coleman? Where the play clock is at 0, and where is Tavis Coleman?
Still celebrating.
Delay of game on the offense.
A delay of game.
5-yard penalty.
And Tavis Coleman just makes.
Repeat the try.
These are, if Shadow Creek wins this game, they have done every single thing they could to make it as hard as possible. These are little penalties that are just killing you. Now it's going to be a 12-yard attempt, a 13-yard attempt at a 2-point conversion because of 2 completely unnecessary penalties. Every time you have a great play, they shoot themselves in the foot after. And he's rolling left. We'll see if he can make something happen here. And incomplete, a low throw. A much more manageable 2-point conversion from the 2 than the 13. Or the 3 from the 13. That is just extremely unfortunate. (37-32), 3:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Tommy Baker, the punter for the Sharks, blocks a punt on special teams. Of course, we mentioned Tommy Baker, a star linebacker for the Sharks. Very involved in the punting game tonight. He also had, what, like a 19-yard run or something?
Right.
On a bad snap.
Bad snap that would have been a 40-yard loss.
Shout out to Tommy Baker blocking that punt and Cameron Hebert returning it for a touchdown. But, of course, it is a 5-point game. Not the end of the world. Shadow Creek has a chance. Summer Creek has all 3 timeouts. Shadow Creek has 2. If they can hold them and keep them from getting a first down, they got a chance. Evan Geiger and Carl Thies.
And just think, 4 minutes ago, they had a 15-point lead, and then we had a wacky return.
Oh, man. This has been a wild game. Football's back, baby. High school football in Texas is back. Let's see what they do here.
Hams team.
Looks like an onside kick coming here, and it's going to be caught by Miller, and he was drilled by Hebert. What a shot to the kidneys from Hebert. That is the hardest hitting tiny guy I've seen. He plays with so much heart.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. There was only 3 people on the side of one side of the kicker. 5 yards will be out at the end of the run.
By rule, they
First
have to
down.
have 4 on both.
So
4,
it's a
at least 4.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty added on after the return or after the recovery. They only had 3.
So the ball will start at the 46 of Shadow Creek. Bulldogs will take over already in enemy territory. 3:28 to go. Trips to the left. Spinks. I'm sure Summer Creek is trying to run some clock, but you can't be too conservative. They go up the middle, and Causey picks up a couple.
Shadow Creek now 10 penalties for 75 yards.
Once again, going quickly. Not sure why. And they snap it again. Now Spinks goes left side, and wrapped up immediately is Miller and pushed out of bounds. I just don't understand why you're going so quick. You're up by 5 points. You're in enemy territory. You can just get a couple of first downs and win the game, but now you're in a situation on 3rd and 4 where if they stop you, throw an incomplete pass, whatever the case is, they got a chance. Going quick again. We'll see if it works out. Spinks hands off to Causey. Causey pushing forward and near that first down marker, and they might have made me eat my words there, but looks like they will get a first down. You're a yard shy, though, from having a situation there, though.
Yep.
I don't know. They like their tempo. They like to try to keep the Sharks on their heels. And now it looks like they'll slow it down quite a bit. They will have to snap it again. Shadow Creek does have 2 timeouts. Ball at the 36.
3 on the play clock.
Hand off to Causey. Causey up the middle. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all.
Take a timeout.
Two-minute timeout.
Timeout. 2 minutes. Timeout.
1:59 on the clock. Summer Creek up by 5 points.
Please set the game clock to 2 minutes. 2 minutes, thank you.
I'm not sure about the field goal range for Shadow Creek. Field goals have not been, 100% a great thing for the Sharks tonight, but I think 3's easier than 7,
right,
or 6 at least, and feels a little more manageable if they would have had that 2-point conversion, at least a better attempt at it. I mean, that's
like we talked about, it's a 3-point swing. You're trying to kick extra point and then have it returned.
You have 2 missed extra points. You have a 2-point return. That's 4 points. And then you have a 2-point that you're going to go for that is a 13-yard attempt. That's 6 points. You would be up 38-37.
Right.
I think both teams have shown a lot of promise. Both teams have shown a lot of skill, a lot of talent, a lot of athleticism.
I think it's safe to say these teams are probably going to go 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And Summer Creek's going to go Division II because Tasco and North Shore are big schools, and they got a chance to get back to the state semifinals.
Yep.
Played Kingwood in the region finals last year.
2nd and 10, hand off to Causey. Causey cut down. Looked like he picked up a yard.
Yeah, it's just
Shadow Creek should call a timeout here. We'll see if they do. Looks like they do.
Timeout.
I mean,
Shadow
Summer Creek, they finished 3rd or 4th in their
That's
division.
Their second timeout
or in their district.
Third in the district.
The last 2 years,
right,
and then they lost to the state champion.
Lost to the DeSoto state champion 2 years ago, and lost in semifinals to Vandergrift, who won the state championship.
They've only lost in the playoffs to the state champion the last 2 years, and it's just crazy. You make the playoffs as a 3rd or 4th seed, and in most districts that doesn't result in you making it to the state championship or semifinals, but it does in that district.
Well, and realignment's coming out in February, Evan, and it's going to be interesting to see if Big Bad 23-6A, all those teams are over 4,000 students now. So it's amazing how Summer Creek is D2 with the enrollment high 3,000s.
Yep.
And you've got some D1 schools that don't have near 3,000.
Yep.
And that's, they say, Katie and Westlake always say, we want the path to state championships is better in D2 than playing the Big Bad Duncanville and the North Shore teams. And I have to agree.
3rd down and 9. Throw it out to Easter. Easter pushed out of bounds, and that is going to be 4th and somewhat long here. Plus, Easter went out of bounds. So, kind of a gift.
Stops the clock.
Clock is stopped at 1:46, and if they don't pick this up, if they don't pick up a 1st down, I mean, Shadow Creek has a chance. An injury here. Looks like Langston Taylor is down. Summer Creek has been pretty good on 4th down, but if Shadow Creek can get a stop here, go down and score, it might not matter. Summer Creek with 3 timeouts. It looks like Shadow Creek has 1, according to the scoreboard. I believe that it's an injury timeout and not a timeout for the school. .146 to go.
Well, if it's injury timeout, now I think the new rule is you've got runoff. If it's under the,
even on with the clock stopped?
You know, I think they stop the clock and it's a 10-second runoff if you don't take the timeout. In Texas, we use NCAA rules, and I'm not sure on the new two-minute timeouts.
Langston Taylor making his way off the field. Officials talking. Looks like they're talking to Coach Harrison. Possibly about something like you said. But this is a huge 4th down. Be 4th down and 7. Ball
not do anything runner, but they're going to run the clock after the bullet ready.
Ball at the 33. They need to get to the 26 of Shadow Creek, and this is a huge 4th down. Game clock still stuck at 1:46. Play clock ticking down. Spinks looking to pass, looking over the middle. Spinks going to take off and run left, and he's going to throw it up, and incomplete. Wow, Shadow Creek will have a chance. Intended receiver, I believe, was Jamaica Jones, but the ball kicked off the ground, and Shadow Creek has an opportunity. Spinks really didn't have anywhere to go with it. Rolled out left and just threw it up to Jones.
67 yards away with 1:38 and 1 timeout left.
A really nice breakup by the defensive back there. I didn't get a chance to see the number, but Shadow Creek feeling some energy now. And we'll see if they can put the pieces together and figure it out and have a really good drive here. They've got 1 timeout in 1:38. The play clock is ticking down.
See, I think there could be 2 or 3 more scores in this last 1:38.
We might see it. Coleman looking. Coleman drops it off to Willis. He's got a blocker. Willis up to the 44. He's cut down. Got to get quick up to the ball. Now they're looking to go a little quicker. Yep. Clock rolling down.
Picks up 11.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Willis on the right hip of Coleman. Low snap. Coleman looking to pass. Flings it out to Adai. Adai, nice little step. Get out of bounds, kid. Get out of bounds. Did he? I don't think he did. Just go out there. Maybe he did. I don't know. The clock is stopped, but
it looks like he's 9. He's a
now
yard
Summer
short.
Creek has an injured player. It's Amontre Harris, one of their best defenders, and we'll see how they deal with the timeout situation.
Nine-yard pickup for a die. 2nd and 1 when we come back. 1:13 left.
We've had an incredible, just wild ball game here, and we might have an even wilder finish. 1:13 to go. Low snap, handoff to Willis. They're running the ball, and Willis goes forward for about 2 yards.
So it's going to be a 1st down. Clock will be stopped till the down box is set.
Time running out. They just have 1 timeout. Clock under a minute now. Coleman in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking to pass. Fires it high, way high, and intercepted. No! He dropped it! Nearly threw a game-ending interception, but Savion James just couldn't hang on. And it gives the Sharks a second life here with 52 seconds to go. Unbelievable. I don't know what this game has not had. I think it's had it all. Clock stopped at 52 seconds with the incomplete pass. James got to be kicking himself. If the Sharks could come back and win without Stewart, what a story that would be. Coleman looking, fires it up, and nobody there. Starling wanted pass interference, didn't get it, and now it's 3rd and 10 with 46 to go. Starling wanted it called on Merrill Davis. Shotgun snap. Oh, bobbled it a bit. Pressure in his face. Dumps it off to Willis. Willis can't hang on. It's going to be 4th and 10 for the ball game. Incomplete pass. 43 to go. Coleman just bobbled the snap and then just quickly dropped it to Willis, and Willis didn't hang on either, which might not be a bad situation as the clock would have been running.
Yeah, saved the time. 43 seconds left.
And they call the timeout. Even with the clock stopped, they got to try to get a perfect play call here. And it looks like Willis is a little shaken up. They have not used the backup Jossier Pace at all. Willis is feeling like Derrick Henry in high school. I saw a video the other day. Derrick Henry had 57 carries in one high school game. Obviously one of the best running backs in the world, but Willis has got all the work. Every snap I think he's been out there. So Shadow Creek has used their final timeout. 37-32 Summer Creek, and the entire game comes down to this. 4th and 10. What do the Sharks have dialed up to try to pick it up and give yourself a chance to win this ball game? Bring a little pressure, stands there, fires to Adai, and off the fingertips of Adai. Wow. Man. Just like that.
Ball over on downs, 38 seconds.
No timeouts to stop it, and it'll just be a kneel. Summer Creek's going to win 37-32. They called a play that worked. Adai was open. The throw hit him in the hand. He just didn't make the catch. Shadow Creek coaching staff a little frustrated, and I tell you what, Carl, they have had some chances, man. They have had some chances.
All I can tell you is both these teams are playoff teams, and they're going to be fun to watch all year long.
I'm glad we got such a competitive game tonight. 37-32 going to be the final score. Summer Creek going to do the victory formation and kneel, run this clock out. Spinks in a deep shotgun, and he will kneel it. Little extracurriculars, a little bit between Shadow Creek and Summer Creek. Just some talking mostly, and that's going to do it for this one. Summer Creek will win it 37-32 as the clock strikes 0. Evan Geiger and Carl Thies. Carl, give me your final thoughts.
A slow start, exciting slow start with those back-to-back returns. Slow second quarter and a fast second half. Both these teams are possibly 3 rounds playoff deep. Good, as long as they don't have injuries this season. Going to be exciting season, both for the Sharks, hometown Sharks, and the Summer Creek Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs probably can get state semifinals again this year.
Great team. I think Shadow Creek, man, they had some opportunities. Summer Creek executed a little better. They kind of controlled the clock. They controlled the down and distance. Shadow Creek was behind the 8-ball all game, but they still had a chance. A couple of things go different ways. A couple things you execute better. And Shadow Creek has a very real chance to win this ball game.
Oh, these two teams are great teams. And coaches will use this game to coach their kids up. And by district play, this game's going to help these two teams so much during the course of this year because you saw everything tonight. And you had a lot of kids this is their first time playing on Friday night. So it's a good experience, great crowd, super game one opener for both these teams.
37-32, the final score. Summer Creek wins it over the Sharks. And that'll do it for this one at Freedom Field. Evan Geiger and Carl Thies for Alvin Sports Network and Legacy Sports Network. Thank you very much and have a fantastic Friday night.